David Jennings, anchor.
Colton Jenkins, co-anchor. Michael Neff, weather.
Ethan Kane, sports.
Nathan Manuel, sports.
Mitch Williams, reporter. Jake Van White, reporter.
Hunter Van Veen, weatherman.
Boy Van Release, reporter.
And you're watching Colton David in the Morning. Announcements today. Student government will be selling candy cane grams next week during lunch. There will be a table set up in the lunchroom during all of the lunches, so buy some candy canes for $1 and send a note to some of your favorite people.
Student government t-shirt forms and money are due to Miss Williams today.
There's a collection box for Toys for Tots in the office. Please donate a new toy to the box. NHS members, please remember your toy by December 13th.
There will be a speech contest meeting Monday after school in Miss Pohl's room. If you have any interest at all, come find out about it.
There's been a lost phone turned into the office. It was found at the park in Monroe. Please stop by the office and see if it's yours.
Classes start at 8:10. Anyone walking in after that will be issued a detention by Mr. Bridges. That's starting today.
And, yeah. And now on next week's lunch.
City, rack, city. What's that on that beat? Rack city chick, rack city chick. 10, 20s and them 50s chick. 100 deep, VIP, no guest list. TT raw, you don't know who you with.
See, Colton, I told you there was an angel.
Holy cow, there is.
Would you date him?
Would you date him?
Including the New York Times bestseller.
1 in 3, Coy.
We're here with Josh Cox's Buick Sabre. Let's take a good look at this thing.
That's pretty nice. I think we got some custom hubcaps here.
Rolling on 20s, probably, easily.
That's probably 20 inches right there, I think.
Let's see how much air is in these.
Good.
Probably about 52 and a half.
How about the suspension?
Got a pillow bit.
I bet this thing is just...
Come check this out. Come check this out right
caddy.
here. I think we got some mountain lions climbing around this.
Little baby mountain lions.
It's kind of scary.
Got a little bit of clear cut chipping off the top of it.
That's
alright.
nothing though. No problem.
Oh, hey, look. It's unlocked. What a beaut. I always have to check if the horn works. Oh, we got one that doesn't work. That's a doozy.
No, you didn't push it right.
Are you sure?
Don't worry, guys. The horn does work. Nice flop interior.
Oh, that helps with aerodynamics. That thing in the that helps the aerodynamics.
We got this here, this little custom door.
Hey guys,
Usually helps with
glasses.
miles per gallon.
Hey, check out these hip shades.
It's pretty sweet.
Chucking
Pretty
up
sweet, man.
deuces.
Yep.
Oh, if you want to take your
It has
dog for a walk. Got a nice rope. Take a dog for a walk.
these things right here, guys. They take the water off your windshield so you can see. They don't have these on very many vehicles.
I don't have them.
Yeah, it's pretty custom.
Play a little bit. Baseball.
Gosh, you got dust in my face.
Ermagerd.
Oh, and then there's a pillow back there in case you want to take a nap.
You never know when you can take a nap.
Oh, he keeps this thing so clean. Look at this.
Just cleaner than a whistle.
Look at that.
Cleaner than a whistle.
So
There it
clean.
is.
Not an ounce of dirt on my fingers.
I think this is a custom paint job.
Well, I think it's very electric, and I think it always has been. Even back when I was in high school and we had guys that could dunk at will, you know, your Jamie Byers and your Alex Auroras and things like that. Every time they'd go get a fast break, you knew they were just going to throw one down. And we've had a lot of guys around here that can do that in the last couple of years too, and just that excitement of the dunk. And then you know, our basketball teams are normally pretty good around here. We whip a lot of people, so they're a great atmosphere and they're a lot of fun. You know, there's teams around the conference that think maybe we take it a little bit too far with our dressing up in costumes and stuff like that. But, you know, I don't have a problem with that as long as your parents don't. If they're willing to let you dress up in costumes and whatnot on a school night, then, you know, who am I to say that you can't do it? Just, I would advise you make sure that it doesn't interfere with what you're doing at school. You know, don't let it become such a habit that you're missing out on homework or sleep or anything like that you need to get done, you know, for the real world, just to make for a good show at a weeknight basketball game. But really, I think we do a good job with our basketball atmospheres. Well, I think that every time you guys do the one where you go dribble, 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 pass, pass, shot, I think that one's hilarious. Like that one gets me every single time. The one that I find a little bit obnoxious is you know, sometimes in the free throws, for the most part, you guys are pretty good. There was one time in an early game this year where you guys were over there and you're like, shh, quiet, quiet, quiet. And so it got real quiet, and then someone like goes, you know, and made like a fart noise.
Who was that?
I don't know who it was, but
Oh, there he is. What do you know? Okay.
I thought that was, you know, I mean, it made me laugh. I can't deny it because I didn't expect it, you know, and I don't think anybody else did. So it made me laugh, but I thought it was a little bit vulgar, maybe in bad taste, and I wouldn't make that a practice. Well, the Heart of Iowa, which is our conference, has set rules, and on chants, you can chant as long as you're not trying to identify an individual player for the other team. Meaning you can't yell out, hey, number 13, and keep on picking on one individual kid. So that's the rules as far as that is. As long as you're not individually calling anybody out, you can do chants as long as they're in good taste. Now with costumes, you can wear costumes, but you can't have any part of your face covered or be carrying around anything that makes an obnoxious noise or like a sign or anything like that. The main thing is for security reasons, really. You know, if you have one of those masks on and you can't see your face and you're all dressed up as what you did for Thanksgiving, like a bunch of pilgrims and Indians and things like that, if somebody does something crazy and you all kind of look alike because your faces are covered, it becomes a security issue. And that's a pretty common rule around the state of Iowa. You just can't cover up your face. And then a lot of rules also, a lot of places, especially our place, have rules regards to bleacher safety. Like for instance, we don't want you standing on the place where you're supposed to sit on our bleachers, and we don't want you doing a lot of foot stomping because it is really hard on those things. And you know, we're lucky enough to out here we got some good bleachers, but it wasn't always that way. At one point in time they were wooden and they were really bad, and they'd been damaged. So that stuff like that, just try to watch where you're stomping and doing stuff like that on their bleachers just because it costs money to fix them. I think that's pretty easy for me. The first thing is I don't like it when our student section turns their back as we're introducing the other team. We always turn their back to the courts. I've always thought that makes us look like a bunch of dirt balls, and even though we're not a bunch of dirt balls, I think that's just a real tacky thing. It embarrasses me personally. I wish we'd see that go away. And then I think all the students just need to be mindful of the Star Spangled Banner. I mean, even though they hear it over and over again and it kind of becomes redundant in sporting events, just keep in mind that there are people probably in that crowd not too far from you that have served in the military and, you know, for our country, and they take that maybe a little bit more seriously than what a teenager's going to, and that's okay, but just kind of be respectful towards that. Stand there with your hat off, be quiet, don't make the noises over and over again. And you know, other than that, I think we do a pretty good job. I've noticed that if our crowd is doing something wrong, that you can generally go over to the student section and say, don't do this, and they'll stop right away. There's never been any issues where somebody's had to, you know, been kicked out or anything like that. So those are about the main two things.
All right, thanks, Bonnet.
You bet.
And this is sports with Nate and Hunter. On last Friday night, the boys won and the girls lost, and on Tuesday night, both teams won.
And Iowa State's going to be headed to the Liberty Bowl.
Back to you, Colton and David.
I love to pause.
All right, this is Hunter and Monkey's weather report. Well, your weather recently has been cold. Yeah. All right, there we go. Back to you, Colton, David. See ya. All right. I gotta go talk.
Everybody go to NFL.com and vote for PCM grad Brandon Myers for the Pro Bowl. FCA will meet next Friday, a week from today, for a fifth quarter at the Baptist Church in Monroe. Free food, so why wouldn't you come?
Let your players get near. Holler if you hear.